Good morning, Varda. Uh, we can just wait for others to join, yeah? We can start at 9 o'clock.
Okay, no problem, doctor. Good morning.
Yes. Very good morning to Khalid. Am I audible to all?
Good morning.
Varda? Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. How are you doing, Khalid? All good
Good,
from
good.
your side? Yeah.
How are you?
Yes, I'm doing good. How is the real estate? How is the hotel industry in UAE?
Scaring.
Scaring.
Yes.
Why?
Well, we don't know what's going on with the rates, with the world in general.
Mm.
So that does not give a really good indication in the real estate industry. So the rates
Oh,
play big parts of real estate.
okay, so your observations are like,
So
um,
whenever the central bank
mhm,
lowers the interest rate,
yeah.
this affects the real estate.
No, whenever the central bank is reducing the interest rate,
Yes, it affects the real estate.
how this is correlated?
Well, the rate itself, it's being linked with the finance, the mortgages,
Yeah.
right? And it's being linked as well with the fixed deposit that the banks that give you.
Yes.
So it affect the real if the rate itself went down,
Yeah.
um, a lot of people might start taking loans, and this will reach to some defaulters because some of the people are not really eligible to handle taking a finance will be taking,
Yeah.
and they will become defaulter.
Yes.
And the more defaulters you have, the more supply you have, the less demand you have. So it means you will have a lot of availability in the market. So
Mm-hmm.
the price of real estate will go down.
No, at the same time, I want to ask a question.
Yes.
See, when the central bank is reducing the interest rate,
Yes.
so the cost of borrowing will be very easier. I mean, very cheaper.
It will be easier for people. Yes.
Absolutely. The people can easily borrow the money from the central bank or the
At
commercial
this
banks. Yeah.
increased risk.
Yeah. At the same time, once I'm having a money at the cheaper rate, a cheaper interest rate, so I can invest in the real estate. Yeah.
That's very true. But
But
let's say your salary is 15,000 dirhams.
yeah.
Okay. The bank first mortgage will give you 50% of your salary, or
Yeah.
maximum 75% of your salary.
Okay.
If they are lowering the rates, okay, many people will be interested because the monthly installment will be easier for you.
Yeah.
So people with low category salary will
Mm-hmm.
have more flexibility to take mortgage from the bank. This
Yes.
increases the risks. Yes, it will increase the price for real estate, but it will also increase the risk for people being defaulters,
Yeah.
especially people who's buying off-plan properties.
Mm-hmm.
So it means that increasing the risk, a lot of defaulters, meaning again you will have a lot of defaulters, you'll have a lot of availability in the market. So
Yeah.
once the availability is more than the demand, it's automatically the price of real estate will go down.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are putting in the market 10 properties, it's different than putting in the market 100 properties.
Yeah.
So that's how I think it's scary a little bit.
Okay. 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 Got it. Which means the long run, someday it may be having a negative hit.
Yes, in the short term, 2025, it will might even increase more the price.
Mm-hmm.
But in a
Okay.
long term, it's not good because it increased the risks.
Okay, got it. Perfect. So actually, I have discussed the same topic the previous day with some of the students. It's
Mm.
like how the interest rates making an impact on the economy, whether it is increasing or decreasing. And yes, at the same time, we call it as a cash reserve ratio and statutory liquidity ratio. repo rate, reverse repo rate. These are the quantitative measures, credit controlling measures the central bank used to do always. It's having a direct impact on the economy for the money supply, particularly. What you said is absolutely correct. When the central bank reduce the price, interest rate, particularly, how this is going to make an impact. Perfect. So we have iPhone 14 is Munira, right? Yes, Varda, Munira. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Munira.
Good morning.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. So Ryan also joined. We have two more persons to join. So Joy,
Why are you
Mm.
planning to buy?
me?
Yeah.
No, 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 no. Yeah, Varda is smiling. Yeah, actually, I had a plan before. Then I thought, okay, firstly, we can make our foundation very strong. Foundation, the sense like where I belongs to. Yeah, from India.
That's very,
So I
very
must be
true.
doing something. I must be doing something
The
first
first
of all.
thing you need to do is buy a home at your home country, and then you think of overseas.
Absolutely. The thing mostly happened, I thought about it because we spent a huge rent. Then I thought, okay, if you are giving the double or triple of rent as an EMI or something, we can have some property, but it's completely uncertainty, right? I'm going to discuss today something related to this topic. There is a
Okay.
concept. There's a concept. VUCA. You heard about the VUCA, the concept of VUCA. Yeah, Vardhan knows.
What is it?
Yes, I'm just sharing here. One
VUCA.
second. Yes, yes.
Clarity, uncertainty, complexity. Okay.
Yes, this is one of the concepts in business management. V stand for volatility, U uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. What is the meaning of ambiguity? Any idea? Ambiguity,
Unclear.
unclear, right? Unclear. In the what I've written here, it is like VUCA in the present world can be, you know, we can explain in terms of many ways, particularly our present day. In everyday basis, we can also help discuss. So US military has been used this firstly, the VUCA concepts. Each of these elements represent a challenge that the business leaders and managers face everyday basis. So I'm just sharing some of the idea related to that. What is a VUCA? Volatility, uncertainty, and complexity and ambiguity. What Khalid said about the real estate market. What Khalid asked me about what is your intention to buy? You have an intention. I'm just connecting with this topic, VUCA, because we know this market is entirely volatile. We know that uncertainties are there. So sometime I may be back to my home country and at any point of time I'm not sure about it, because of anything may happen, anything may happen. So I have one of my relative, actually, who has a very long plan to be here in the Oman, particularly. So he could not stand here because of some health issues. He had to go back. So I termed as an uncertainty what is we cannot predict future accurately. And complexity is also a part of complexity. Yeah, it's part of our life and a business life. Ambiguity means there are a number of unclear things are there, unclear. It can be the proper communication, it can be the cultural changes, it can be many other things. So we are relating this VUCA concept. It's a very detailed concept. There are a number of explanations for that. So Khalid, have you got some idea about VUCA?
No, honestly, it's the first time I hear about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, we are in the world being witnessed a lot of change. Rapid changes are happening in terms of market demand, technological advancements, and AI, many things. So VUCA is telling like whenever we take any decision, it can be the investment decision, it can be a professional decisions. We need to consider all these factors. Volatility in the sense like how frequent, what is the speed of the change happening in the economy or in our particular profession. It can be AI introduction. Number of job has been taken place. AI has taken. So it's all about, as you mentioned about the real estate. Real estate is connected with a number of factors. One of the factor that you mentioned just before, that's the interest rate, central bank interest rate. So this market is volatile. We need to consider that aspects whenever we take a decision about it. So uncertainty, mostly, yeah, Munira can mostly connect this topic because she comes from insurance. Most of the people have taken the insurance because of all these factors. Economy is volatile. Uncertainty is happening. The future events we cannot forecast particularly. That's why people take an insurance mostly. And complexity in many ways. We know that supply chain logistics have been interrupted because of the present world, and many other things. So the complexity may be there in many aspects. I can give one example. The profession that I belongs to, that is the educational sector, is keep changing in many ways, because students who does not want to have an information, because they'll be getting the information from website, just ask to the ChatGPT or any AI software, it will be getting. Earlier, particularly you people knows, because you're also almost in my age and maybe 1 or 2 years more than me, that you know that previous years, our years, our childhood, we consider faculty members, the teachers are resourceful people having a lot of informations, because we don't have a time to read the books, and they have time to read the books, or they have read the books and acquired the knowledge. But now the things have been changed. We find a faculty in different ways, not only in terms of a knowledge, but we are also seeking the help in many other ways. So if we are looking for a faculty to get the information, yes, there are a number of sources to get the information. But earlier, situation was not like this. We are depending mostly on our faculty members and teachers for the informations. Complexities are there, a lot of complexity. I have already submitted my FHEA. FHEA means Fellowship in Higher Education from UK. I'm waiting for the results. It will come on November 17 after, I believe, December first week. So I'm having a PhD program. I'm also having the two PG, and also having some other qualifications. But still, it's not required in this present world where I wanted to keep doing. Otherwise, it's complex. Complexities are there. So I'm waiting for the results. Ambiguity is a lack of clarity about how to interpret the informations and all. This is about the customer trends. I don't know whether I discuss about a topic, a customer uh, loyalty ladder. Customer loyalty ladder. No. Okay. Can you just type in Google what is the customer loyalty ladder, or you can also write customer ladder loyalty, whatever it is. You'll be getting information. It's, a customer start from suspects, they suspects about the product, then prospects, then they become a customer, then they become a shopper, then finally they are an advocate, they are becoming a partner, then they are they are promoting our product, which means when a person reaches to our firm to buy a product, obviously they come up with a suspicions, they have a doubt whether to buy a product or not. Later, if you are doing the best marketing, if you are providing the best information, if you are behaving very well, if you understand the customer, then the customer will become our partner. That is it. I'm not sharing the picture here. You can also search in the Google. I believe you have seen customer loyalty ladder. It's a pattern. It's a pattern how it's a transforming a customer to a partner, I can say, or advocate. They're advocating our products to others to buy. Recently, what happened in the Lulu group? Yeah, already I mentioned the previous class. They have given the initial, IPO, because people can start buying the shares right now. Lulu
We bought
hypermarket.
we bought from Lulu.
Khalid bought it.
Not myself, but yeah, the company.
Great. It's a huge share.
Sorry?
It's
Yeah,
a huge.
yeah. Good,
Okay, I
good,
think
good number.
one share is 2 dirham, 2.5.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
We are sometimes the customer. We can also buy the shares. We are the customers of the
Yes,
Lulu, but now we are being a part of its partner. We can say that we are
that's
partner.
the ladder they have, which is trust in their clients, trust in the
Absolutely.
profit. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great. Okay. Welcome, Faisal. I have seen the one word here in the complexity, global supply chain, because it's related to logistics, it's related to the supply chain. I remember you, Faisal. I was thinking why Faisal didn't join.
Thank you
Faisal
very
already
much, Sachin.
joined.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
we
a
are
little
we
busy.
are we are discussing a small concept of VUCA that is very important in the business world right now, and I've taken this. So, how does each VUCA element impact decision making in the business? Can anybody talk to your own area? It can be nuclear, it can be insurance, it can be real estate or automobile or supply chain management, whatever industry you comes to. Can you please speak about it? For we can have a discussion for the 5 minutes, then we can come to our topic today. How does each VUCA element impact the decision making in business? We stand for anyone? We stand for? Are you here?
See,
We
Volatility.
volatility. You?
uncertainty,
Yes. C?
Complexity.
Finally, A.
Ambiguity.
Okay, can you please speak about your industry relating to all these four important words? Anything? Let me check it out whether you got a point or not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm happy to go first.
Yeah.
So obviously I work in the super luxury car industry. So in terms of volatility and uncertainty, one of the last things that you're going to think about spending 300,000 to $500,000 on is a single car. Even more so when you get in towards the coach built, where we're selling cars for kind of $2 million. So from a luxury purchase point of view, I think VUCA is really one of the first things that comes into play. You're not going to spend money, especially if you are looking to borrow money, as we spoke about before, when you've got things like the default rates, the interest rates, when they're going up, our sales go down.
Very
So
good.
yeah,
Very good. Very
obviously
good.
different from an overall automotive marketplace, the TIV will go down in general because there will be less free cash flow floating around, but a car is a necessity. A Bentley is not. A Bentley is a luxury
One
purchase.
second.
It's not a necessity.
Yes, yes, please, anyone else? Yes. Yeah, is that video? Yes. So anyone, please.
in our industry,
Yeah.
it's a very sensitive industry. So volatility comes with the territory. And because we have in the country now, we have 4 units that is in operation. There's going to be a time when we will start acquiring, as a country, we'll start acquiring nuclear waste. And nuclear waste is something that has to be guarded against all the time. With the current economic and the global political position of
Yeah.
where the UAE is situated, volatility all around us affects us big time. So our security needs to be jacked up way more than maybe other traditional conventional countries where the geopolitical condition is much more stable.
Very good.
Uncertainty for us as a regulatory body within nuclear is something that we have to be very agile for, because we don't just regulate the civil nuclear program, but we also regulate non-ionizing radiation for hospitals. So every time there's a new technology in hospitals, and we know that the UAE government wants to make the UAE a medical tourist destination,
Great.
and they're putting a lot of money and resources in cancer treatments. So every time there's a new kind of technology and medical equipment that is used to treat cancer, we have to do the licensing for this. So we have no idea what's coming at any given time. We also don't have any idea whether the government may decide at any point they want to expand the civil nuclear program. And then as a regulator, we need to be ready to be able to have the resources, the regulatory framework, and the infrastructure available so that we can accept those applications that is coming for new technology, adjust our regulations, and then check for compliance against our regulations for those applications to get the licensing permits for the various industries that we are working within. Complexity goes without saying. Our industry is extremely complex. So we need to be abreast of all new advanced technologies that comes at any given time. There's flavors of the month, flavors of the year, flavors of the season that we have in our industry. In some cases, like right now, SMRs is everything. There are other new technologies that are coming that is catching our attention. And then, of course, the Paris Accords, climate change is a big thing for us and it's highly complex. And last year, we've signed, as a country, we've signed a commitment to triple the nuclear energy to reach 2050 zero carbon emissions, net zero 50. And this is going to cause a lot of complexity that is going to come with the energy mix, the national energy stability in the country, and how we're going to manage this to ensure that we meet this target of net zero 50.
Very good.
And of course, ambiguity. We're not going to ever know what is going to be the decision of the government and the vision of the cabinet at any given time. We hear whispers, we get indicators, but we need to, as a regulatory body, be ready for this changes. So we kind of need to always be in a state of VUCA so that we can anticipate that there may be changes in our industry and it may come sooner rather than later. And with the result, we have to spend a lot of money and a lot of resources to constantly stay abreast of this technology through training, through development, through having our staff involved in these technical discussions all across the world so that they have sufficient knowledge to make the decision when it comes to the point that there is a new mandate that is given to us from the government. So we're in a constant state of VUCA. It's weird to say that because the nuclear industry is very slow, very steady, but this is ultimately the new world that we're living in. We've also got AI that's become very big now, and through AI technology, we have had to embrace the kind of changes that AI is going to bring to not just the country, but to us as a regulatory body. And how can we guard against this so that we don't have people bringing things into the country that they're not supposed to be bringing, or using the country as a hub to transport some of these proliferation items and components that we need to be very, very, very careful about that. So also another big thing that has come up of recent late is money laundering. And this was never part of our mandate before because we regulate the nuclear industry. However, we have started picking up on and being a lot more stringent when it comes to customs control because we have traced what we need to do is when this equipment that is coming into the country, we need to, together with the customs officers, we have to verify that this equipment is not being utilized for a purpose other than what they're saying. So in other words, it's not utilized to make bombs because of where we are situated. And what has now started happening is that we've started seeing some countries wanting to use Dubai as a hub for them to do these black market activities. And now we have started looking more into the mechanism of funding of those equipment. So we have to follow the money. And we have had cases where we followed the money and we found that the money was linked to highly significant and illegal money laundering activities. And that is now becoming a big, big, big issue for us that we are clamping down quite heavily on these things. This is not things that you will find in the news. So you won't see any of these kinds of activities that we are doing behind the scenes. We kind of like the SWAT team that comes in and clears everything, and no one knows that they're there. But this is what we're ultimately having to face with. So lots of
Perfect.
volatility.
So that I'm hearing first time, that is medical tourism. Yeah, they're promoting. Yeah, it's very good news.
Yeah.
It's very good. Great, great. So anyone, yeah, particularly from insurance. Yes. Where is Munira? Munira here. Can you want to talk anything related to insurance? How this is going to be beneficial for them? How this making advantage of the situation by the insurance sector? Or anyone who would like to add, they can add it related to VUCA and the industry that he belongs to. Yeah, Munira, we are not hearing Munira. You're unmute already, but we are not hearing anything.
Yeah, I am not saying anything. I'm having a
Okay.
bad throat.
Okay, no issue, no issue. It's fine, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I have already asked you the previous class to come up with some of the questionnaire related to your area of your research. How many of you done that? Have you got some of the questionnaires related to your topic?
Doctor,
Yes.
I've created mine and I've changed them and I've deleted them and I'm starting again.
Okay.
I'm having trouble.
Research is an iterative process. So when you write the first time, you're going to change it so many times that you're going to forget where you started.
Exactly.
I wanted to hear this,
Very normal.
Sujoy, I wanted to hear this recording once again. You know, the particular sentence that used. Yeah, you started, you deleted, you begun. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
fine. Yes. I'm gonna share you some of the idea about the questionnaire.
Because
Then
I'll just tell you why am I thinking that way? Because actually, when I actually get somebody to agree to do a questionnaire, I need to make it engaging. I need to make it so that they'll actually answer more than the second question and not get bored with it. And actually doing that and being concise and actually getting the message across to actually getting an answer that is useful to the dissertation, actually it's more of an art and it's difficult for me. It really is.
Yes. Just a second. I'm just coming back. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I agree with you, Sujoy. Questionnaire development, as per your topic, is little difficult task. Is a very complex one because we have to make our questionnaire very concise and precise. At the same time, we have to consider our respondents as well, whether they will be reading even. Whenever I get some questionnaire, very honest, and I'm not even reading and just clicking it like okay satisfied and agreed and just giving them back because we don't want to read because the question itself is very difficult to read. We don't have even time for that, so it will be very difficult for us to develop the questionnaire. So I'm just discussing that. Now you are not going to develop, but you have to do a small research on it, how we can have a good questionnaire related to your topic. That's why I'm giving some highlights on it. This one we have already discussed, what is the questionnaire and what is the important thing that we need to consider for the questionnaire development, your topic, and whom you want to survey, particularly the type of information you want, your budget and everything. It is a matter of concern. The t-test also we have discussed it. 10 steps also we have discussed the previous sessions. I want to share you this one. What you can see here in this topic, it is a talent management skill. Yeah, Varda, can you see this?
Mhm.
Your topic is also talent engagement and talent retention, also including talent management, I believe. So this is the different sort of a question. you will be able to get it from the website itself and different authentic publication itself. You'll be getting it. So why I copied it here, sometime we don't have to develop ourselves the question. Sometime we will be getting the scale similar to this, already developed scale we'll be getting. We can all choose it from, and we need to provide the source and the references for that. Once again, this is a talent management scale related to your field of your interest, of your topic. You can also search similar to that. So here they have under the talent management, they have a number of sub dimensions. I can say the first dimension is critical position identifying, competency training, development, and reward and management. So here, I'm not going to choose every question because every questions are not related to me. I'm just choosing, okay, in the case of Varda, what I'm going to do, okay, development. The development, they're having the 5 questions, whether it is useful for me or not, I'm looking into. Development needs are identified for talent. Identified talents have many opportunities for upward mobility. Talents have clear career paths in the organization. Talents have more than one avenue for promotions. Developmental activities include feedback and development growth agenda for the identified talents. So we got some idea from this questionnaire. We can also develop our question related to this. I believe minimum 1 or 2 question will be beneficial for Varda from this questionnaire. Minimum I'm talking about it. So we can choose it, some sort of it, but in our research methodology chapter, we need to mention this particular questionnaire idea, we got it from this person. We are choosing, okay, for example, under the talent management, particularly the topic of Varda is talent retention is there, talent engagement is there, talent development is there. So I will be having a session today with Varda and Rayan after the end of the session. Okay. So what I'm going to tell you. So development is one of your parameter on which you have developed your questionnaire. You can have a look on here. Okay, development, just seek some questions are matching with your this one, then take it. Even reward and management, you wanted to take some question, you can take it. That's why I ask you to go for a scale developed. You just type it in the Google or any Google Scholar, wherever it is, you'll be getting something related to this. Also, I'm just sharing one more and another thing. This is also talking about is something related to Anu. Anu is not here today, I think. So this is employee resistance, employee change. You can see here resistance to change factors. This is a factor loading. There are a number of sub-dimensions are there, sub-variables are there. Routine seeking, emotional reactions, short-term thinking, and cognitive rigidity. So we are asking some of the questions to our respondents. If these questions are matched with our questionnaire or match with our topic, we can choose it. Okay, I generally consider changes to be a negative thinking. This is not a mandatory that we must be having sub-variables, but if you are giving sub-variables, it will be good. Okay, someone decided, I don't want to have a sub-variables. Like this, routine seeking. Under routine seeking, you know, this factor loading, which means under the resistance to change is one of the topic. Imagine, okay, imagine this is a topic of Ryan. Resistance to change. So Ryan is thinking what all sub variables comes under the resistance to change. So he decided, okay, routine seeking comes, emotional reactions comes, short-term thinking comes. So he is developing some of the questionnaire, some of the questions under the routine seeking. Okay, they have written 5 questions, 5 questions each. You can also decide it can be 5 or 4. It depends upon your respondents and your topic. It is also not a mandatory that every question should be having, you know, heading for this. It's not mandatory. So you are choosing, Ryan is thinking like, okay, I can choose 2 questions from here, 2 questions from here, 2 questions from here, total 8 questions for resistant to change. Okay, you can choose it, but it must address your topic. It must address your research question. That's only the criteria. So Joey asked me this question in the previous class. What is the maximum number of question or minimum number of questions in our questionnaire? So there is no particular restriction for that. It's purely based on you yourself answered just before. So Joy itself answered, I wanted to make concise and precise question. The reason is I wanted to consider my respondents. That's the answer itself. So your question can be different format. It can be heading, subheading wises, and add more number of question into the each headings like this, or like this, I can say. You don't have to think about this code and all, okay? We will be discussing later this code and all. We are just thinking about the dimensions and the items. Item means question. Okay, we call it as questions as item also. Scale developed for the talent management item or talent management scale. Anything you have type in the Google, you'll be able to get it. Can you all type similarly for your question, for your topic, all of you? I'm just closing this. I want to see everyone here, this platform. Can you please search in the Google, scale developed for your area? It can be for the case of Khalid socio-economic impact on the real estate or real estate field or the decision making, anything, just type it. Ryan will be getting a lot of questionnaires similar to that. Customer loyalty, customer retention, after sales services. Once you got it, if you are able to share through your screen, it will be good. Faisal also, please do that. Supply chain.
Doctor, I actually did this last week.
Yeah.
So I got a list of questions that I selected, which is about 16 questions that I got.
Yeah.
From
Can you share it? Can you share it in the screen right now?
Just give me 1 second. And I actually did the subcategories as well.
Okay, very good, very good. Oh, please, all should do that, at least for your one of the variable. I'm not telling about the two variables. Yeah, we are having the dependent and independent variable. I'm not asking you to search for the questionnaire for both the variable. At least one variable, you search it out. Okay. Section 1, training and development. Yeah. Training and development. How often do you receive training and development opportunity that helps you grow your skill and knowledge? Perfect. You know, make it very simple. The question that I have shown you just before, it was a little difficult. The way that you are following is good. Please select the option that best describe your experiences. Very good. Never, rarely, sometimes, and frequently. Okay, the Likert scale we'll be discussing later. We can also make it uniformity. We can keep the uniformity, everything.
Yeah, so these questions, I couldn't make them uniform because
okay, we will see that. We will see
all
that.
going to be different. You'll see.
We can do that. No worries. I can help you for this. So how often do you receive training and development? Once again, training and development. Or everyone should listen to here because it will help you to develop your question well. What are the sections? How many sections are there?
3.
What are there?
3.
The first one is?
3. The first one is training and development. The
second one?
Second one, just give me 1 second. Talent retention and career satisfaction. This is the one that directly relates to my topic. And then the third one is leadership support. Supervisor
leadership
support. And leadership.
Okay. Perfect. Can you just share the question comes under the training and development?
That's the most questions I have.
Yeah. First one, okay. Whether you receive training and development opportunity that help you for growing your skills and knowledge. Fine. Okay. The second one, how clear are the expectations and goals for your career progression within the company? How clear are the expectations and goals for your career progression within the company? So you're talking about something.
I could change this question.
Yes.
I can just say, do you have a career progression plan? Yes or no?
Yes. So here, this question will be changed, not from here. We don't want to keep here this question. This is something related to that. This is development itself, career progressions and all, but it's not. So development and training purely we are asking for whether training and development are they satisfied or not, which is
Yes.
helping to improve the knowledge and all. So how frequently do you are used to get it? So do you feel these are, essential or something related to that? How much do you feel you can influence the direction and strategy of your organization? Something different. Okay.
That's
You can,
that's the next part that I
okay,
actually have
okay,
those kinds of
okay.
questions.
Please come down, come down. Okay. How confident are you that you can achieve your career aspiration within our company? Okay. For that, how well development programs are supporting for you
Mm.
to be a person that you are dreamed to be, how much your development programs, the companies are helping for you. We can ask the question similar to that. Okay, come down. How often do you encounter new challenge opportunities that keep you motivated and engaged? So, yes. Are you providing adequate opportunity for the professional growth and development? That's the question is good. Okay. Are you provided with the adequate opportunities and okay. Have you attended any training and development program offered by the organization? Mostly we'll be avoiding this yes or no questions. Instead, we'll be
Okay.
just keeping a uniformity. No problem. Do you feel that company invest in improving your knowledge and skills? Very good. That's important question. How would you rate the effectiveness of a training program you have participated in? Well, that is another one. Okay, so some of the question we understand. Okay, among the 9 questions we are choosing. Okay, 4 or 5. Imagine, we already we have received it from. So you're going to section 2, talent retention and career satisfaction. How likely you to stay with the company for the next 2 years? Okay, how likely? Okay, good question. Yes, next one. Are you currently exploring job opportunity outside the organization? Okay. Yes. Do you see the long-term future within the company? What factors, if any, might leads you to consider leaving the organization? Very good. Very good. Okay.
This is a
For
little bit
example,
longer.
if they are leaving, right? If they are leaving, then what are the factors? Okay.
Yeah, if any. It says if
Yeah.
any.
You can also prepare that one in ranking format or any format, or just ask them to tick it. So you'll be getting the information you can suggest to the companies, etc. After the findings will be one of your answers like this. Poor leadership or management may be the reason the most of the people who wanted to leave the organization. Okay. These are the fine. So supervision, support, and leadership will come under not in the this area. Is something different area. So okay. You can close it. You can close it.
Yeah. This is still got to do with talent development.
Yeah. You can stop sharing. So what Vardha has done, she tried to incorporate some of the question based on her topic. It's not a final one, simply added it. Anyone has done similar to this? Anyone has done?
Yeah,
Or,
this for me was I did a Google search and I looked for questions and I selected questions from existing scales that was available. So none of those questions I came up by myself. I looked at what other
okay, no
communities
issue,
were.
no issue in that. No issue in that. Okay.
For me,
So any
I'm working on it, but I haven't finalized it yet because I have two type of audience that I need to target. So I'm choosing completely different questions.
okay. So anyone else? Have you got it? The scale developed for your area? Ryan, have you got a digitalization? I got it many. Ryan, can you do right now in the Google? Just type digitalization scale developed. Go for an image. Once again, you in the Google, just type it. Digitalization,
So I put scale developed for digitalization in the after sales sector, but it's not
scale
coming.
developed. Yeah, once you are just looking into the image, in the image particularly, you can just get it something. Got it?
Let me share my screen with you. So yeah.
Yeah, please do that. It will be good.
What type of scale would you be looking for on this
Oh
one?
my
Like
God.
this with a keypad
Very
or
good. Very good. Congratulations. Scale developed for
I'm not taking
digitalization. Or
offense.
no. Don't.
Like,
That's
I'm
why
not
you're
trying to be a
smiling.
funny guy. It's
No.
just
You just delete. Or after the sales service. No, after the sales service only.
I typed in, I actually didn't say scale developed, I said research questionnaires for
Yeah,
talent
research
development,
questionnaire.
talent
And just
retention.
scale develop for digitalization. Yeah. One research papers, just type it research questionnaire or something.
Yeah, I typed in research questionnaires. So that's when I found loads and loads and loads of questionnaires.
Yeah, a lot of questions are there. Okay. Are able to see, just click it, the second one or the first one. Yeah, second one, just type it, click it. Lot of questionnaires, lot of questionnaires.
Mm.
But the important is you will have to go through, you know, where it is. I mean, whether this is having an author or not. Appropriation, privileging, you know, you have to have a look on this, and which is, yeah, attitude towards, yes. Can you just click the last one, the first row? The last one, first row. Attitude towards the digitalization, yeah. Some of the question you can choose it from. Okay, demographics, digital and media support. I found the digital presentation lecture engaging. Something different. Okay, so whenever you just go through that the similar way, you will be able to find out some of the questionnaire in order to get some idea. I'm not asking you to develop within 1 or 2 or 3 weeks. We have a time for the questionnaire developments and everything. But meanwhile, when you get the time, just go with it. That's only the idea behind it. So this platform will be helpful for you. If it can be the image, it can be the questionnaire. You just go to the all. I mean, scale develop for digitalization. Rather than going for image, just click it the all. There are a number of papers will be available. All. Yes. See, a validated questionnaire for measuring digitalization. If you're getting the access, yeah, if you're not having the access to download it, you will be getting through your university mail ID. You'll be able to get it. This is a very good one. Emerald publications, you know, Emerald publication, if you're getting any questionnaire, this is very authentic one. It's really good one. It's an educational context, but if you're typing properly on your automobile industry, where also you'll be getting a lot of things. Okay, please go down. They're also having introduction. Please go down.
Introduction. Yeah.
Yeah, please go down. Digitalize implement the learning and tools. You'll be able to find out some way. You can go
Got the
down.
questionnaire in here.
You have to go
Yes,
into
yes.
number 3 methods.
Yeah. If you are just reading this particular paper, yes. See this area. Digitalization. Sometimes if you feel this questionnaire is good for your area of automobile industry, you can choose it. Or if you're just typing in the Google itself, okay, digitalization after sales services, scale developed, you will be also able to get it. So here, digitalization, I use digital technology to plan my daily work task. So if you're asking to the customer, okay, you have to change this question anyway, but you'll be getting some idea how to develop this questionnaire. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so what I've been looking at in terms of kind of the thought process I'm going on, there's two elements to it, because in the introduction to the research paper, I sort of go into the fact that is there any sort of resistance or sort of the change management, or are we simply getting swept along with the digitization of the world? So in that element, I want to break it down into multiple areas that says, what level of technology do you currently own? What
Perfect.
level of technology do you work with in your everyday life? And then how annoyed are you when somebody talks to you from a digital platform in an after sales environment, to see whether or not there's any sort of difference? Because like personally, I hate internet banking. I hate dealing with Emirates on an IVR. I hate anything that isn't me talking to a human, but that's because I'm a very sort of early entry millennial. Gen Z probably don't care, and it's what's that difference? But equally, if you want to get really deep into it, Gen Z, probably a lot of them, or whatever my kids are going to be, which will be God knows what, they're probably never going to drive a petrol car. So then you get into ACEs, so you're in autonomous connected vehicles and shared mobility. So within that environment, everything is going to be app driven. Nothing's going to be owned. So will they even be engaging in the after sales services, or will it be a lease company doing that? There's so many questions about what the future holds and interaction with it from a digital standpoint, but we're kind of at the turning point now.
And finally, how this is leading to customer loyalty and retention.
But
Perfect.
equally, in the future, that might not even be a thing because people won't own cars. That's the thought process. It will be a shared mobility service that you just pay a subscription to.
Very good. So can you go back to once again the Google, please? Google. Please type what I'm telling you. Please type it. Let's search whether we're getting some direction for this. Once again, please go back. Yes. Scale developed for digitalization. And you can just type your topic here. Scale developed for digitalization, and also type it after sales services, customer loyalty and retention.
Sorry, what was that?
In automobile, or particularly in automobile industry. That is important.
Automobile.
Yeah. Automobile industry. Automobile after sales services. Only that only you need to have. No need to add customer loyalty and retention. It's fine. We are only looking for one variable, the first part, that is independent variable, digitalization. Okay. Can you go down, please? Scale developed for.
There was one on automotive after sales, digitalization of the customer something.
Yeah.
Automatic after sales digitalization of the customer. The combination new service offering e-commerce. No. This is not a paper. Yeah. Please have a look on this. You can also type in the Google Scholar as well. You'll be getting to get something. This is not a paper. No, not a paper.
There's a lot of
but you will get a lot of information from this particularly.
Well, yeah, and there's a lot of a lot of the stuff in the automotive industry looks like this. Deloitte's, KPMG, all that lot, PWR, PwC, they all write papers like this. But there obviously are a lot of other papers, but they tend to be quite commercial.
Okay. Can you type it on the top after sales services? Just type it Science Direct.
Or copy it and go to Google Scholar.
Okay, directly we can type it Google Scholar as well.
You put that search in Google Scholar.
That's also fine. Just type it here. Yes, impact of digitalization on automotive industry. Just click it. Sometime you will not be able to get this questionnaire anyway. We will get some idea. Sometime we will be able to know in the research methodology part from where they have taken the questionnaire. You know, if you're reading some sort of a paper, you cannot see directly the questionnaire sometime, but you can see from where they have chosen it. Sometimes they may say Chetan or Khalid 2023. So if you're going to the Khalid's 2023 article separately, you will be getting the questionnaire development there as
well.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. We are talking in the research methodologies side.
Number 3.
Yes. Yeah. See. Stop. Before. Yeah. Yes. See, management, legal, financial issues, technical issues, electrical vehicles, environment. Okay. No. Profit, productivity, competitiveness, digital scores in the car buying, marketing process. Okay, it's something different. No.
That's different categories.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. So similarly, you can do a research from your site. You will be able to find out some of the paper. Particularly, you can just go to the Google Scholar later, where you will be getting a number of questionnaires similar to that. Okay, perfect. Okay. Now I'm just sharing my for a second. Okay. Are you able to see my slides?
Yes.
So we have discussed the procedure for the questionnaire development, the previous section, open and closed-ended questionnaire. Open-ended questionnaire. Yeah, closed-ended questionnaire. You're not able to see?
No, I've got just a picture of you.
You're not able to see? Are you
Yep.
able to see right now?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We can also choose the close-ended question. There is no problem. For example, you really wanted to have this question, yes or no questions in your questionnaire. You can do that. There is no issue. But mostly, we can also choose this type of question because it will be giving some uniformity. As you can see here, the Likert scale, we call it as the 5 Likert scale. We can use it mostly rather than going for a 7. And yes, checklist. What Varda has shown the last of her questionnaire, like what is the reason of leaving the organization? Okay, particularly mentioned. You wanted to know particular reason, and you wanted to suggest the why the employees are leaving. You want to know particularly the reason. Then you can also use the checklist. You can also use the rank order. If we are asking the respondents, please rank your satisfaction level in your company, your industry. Okay, this is the first one, second one, third one. You can do that. There's also a rating scale. Rating scale means excellent to very poor. We are also giving the both side. We are giving the parameter very poor or excellent rather than writing everywhere. So 1 means very poor, 2 means poor, 3 in that category. No need to go for a 7. Okay, there are some common mistakes happening most of the time. Common mistake, what may be the wrong with this question? What was the, 1 second. Yeah, what was the first drink you had today? Tea, coffee, water, juice. Haven't had a drink today. Others, please state. What was the drink you had today? Whenever we are giving some sort of an options, we have to make sure that we are giving maximum number of options into that. Okay, we have to categorize otherwise in order to include maximum number of items in that. What may be the wrong in this questions? Okay, what is your age group? Is there any mistake in that? Anyone, please?
Is
First
it?
one.
It's the 30. You're ending your second age group at 30, and you're also starting your third age group at 30. So if you're 30,
Okay.
then which group do you fall into? The 18 to 30 or the 30 to 45? And then the differences between the age groups are also not consistent.
Perfect. Perfect. So are we getting the first point is 0 to 18 we have taken first of all. Next we are taking 80 to 30. Already 18 comes 2 times. And the second one, there is no uniformity in that, in the order. We are not having the proper order in that. Okay, 0 to 10 we are taking. The 10 to 20, never we should take the 0 to 10 because our age group must be more than 18. Okay, so 0 to, I mean, we are taking the classification, okay, till 20. Then 20 to 40, 42, okay, 41 to 50. So there must be some order or interval should be equal to everywhere. So here also I can just share you. 31. Here what I want to tell you, 0 to 18 someone has taken. The next one should not be the 18. It must be start from the next letter. That is 19. Next number, 90 to 30. 31 to 45, and here also some sort of another mistakes are there. I'm just focusing on this area only. Number should not be repeated. Okay, so interval also maximum we have to make it proper. Then common mistake, what may be the wrong with this question? What did you think about the waiting time? Excellent, very good, good, average, poor. Good response, option should be balanced, bad response. Excellent, very good, good, average, poor. Why? Why? Can anybody explain this? Why there is a mistake in that?
Because if you're using a 5 Likert scale, average should be the middle number.
Absolutely. That's why we have written here, options should be balanced. The right side, you know, the 2, the left side is a 3. should not happen. It must be balanced. We should not give any ambiguity for the people. What may be the wrong with this question? How would you write the appointment booking services using the website, phone, reception, good, average, and poor? Because something is missing. Yeah,
Not applicable.
not applicable. Very good. And demographics. Need to know how opinions and behavior vary between the people. Okay, for some people, we may ask about the income levels. Maximum try to avoid the income level. They will not be able to give. They will not be sharing the income level. But if you're asking very straightforward, what is your income? They will not reply. But if you really wanted to know the income level and their expenditure, yeah, your study is all about in the income level of the people who are in the UAE and how well they are expending. They're spending the money in the particular areas. You want to know particular this income level, then you can just give category 0 to 20,000, 21 to 40,000, 41 to they are not specifically providing the income, but at least the income level will come to the particular, in between this interval. So then sometime the people may reply for that. Whenever I get direct question for what is your income, I will not reply. But if they ask, okay, your income between 0 to 20,000, 20 to 40,000, then I will be replying for that because we don't want to give the clear idea about our income. Okay, then mostly, yeah, some of the political beliefs and etc. we should not ask. It's a very controversial question. Put into the instrument, easy to answer. So mostly we have to give very easy to answer question. Now, types of a questionnaire, which one you're going to follow? Face-to-face, postal, electronic, a telephone?
Both.
Which one?
Electronic and face to face.
Yeah, we are sharing the Google form, the question we have created on the form basis. Yeah, online basis we are mostly following. But in the case of Khalid, maybe you will be having some of the face-to-face interviews. Yes, this one, so Joy already mentioned to us. Ask purposeful questions, ask concrete questions, use time period based on the importance of the question. See, one question is direct to the two answers. It should not be there. There are some questions, if you're reading it, it's not straightforward, but it's also asking two questions in that. Actually, it's only one question, but inside another question is also being added. It should not be done. So whenever we ask one questions, only be specified into the one point itself. Okay, use time period based on the importance of the question. What I've seen the Varda questionnaire, that is very simple one. That is good. Ask the very simple and precise question. Use the complete sentences. Use shorter questions. That's also good. Having the 3 lines question, no, I will not reply for the questions. Yes, up to obtain valid informations. It's not important. Yeah, what about the questionnaire? Yes, mostly we say these are the things. Yeah, some of the words can be avoided. All, any, anybody, best, or ever, every, never. This is the question can be avoided mostly. If it is mandatory to be used with your questionnaire, it's not having any hurt with anyone, okay, you can use it. So computer assisted and web-based questions are mostly people are used. So I want to share that as well here. Yes, we are using the Google form, free online surveys, surveymonkey.com. These are the different platform where you can develop your questionnaire. I prefer the google.com forms. How many of you prepare the questionnaire in this Google form? Have you ever done?
In the
No,
past.
Yeah, in the past?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
we mostly use Survey Monkeys.
Okay, no problem. You can use it.
It's
I didn't use it SurveyMonkey yet. I have used only the Google form, which I myself feel okay, it's good. I didn't use the SurveyMonkey. I wanted to use that.
so I've done Google and SurveyMonkey, but I can't remember if you can completely anonymize them. Do you have
Yeah,
a
you can.
yeah? So you can completely anonymize the response, right? Because with my
Yes.
one, I'm going to be sending it to colleagues, and I know full well that I won't get a response on the income, and the income's actually relatively important to my study. So if as long as it's completely anonymized, I've got a better chance of getting a response on that.
Yeah, it also really important while you are sending your questionnaire, no need to ask the name particularly,
Yeah.
because they really don't want to share the name, because it really affects the, for example, they belongs to an industry, they belongs to a company. So if they are sharing the information, for example, you're asking the training and development programs of the company, so most of the people won't interest to share. Sometime because of your relationship with them, maybe they may be sharing the information. So never ask them to that. Yeah, no need of it. Okay. So these are the things I would like to share with you and today. And one more thing, just search, do a work when you are coming for the next week. Bring some of the scale developed. You searched particularly in your topic itself. Scale developed for your questionnaire, and search in the Google Scholar, search in the Science Direct. You can also search in the Sage publication as well. You'll be getting, very sure you'll be getting, because I have an experience that many of the time students are getting the best questionnaire from the website rather than developing it. You can also change it. You found yourself a 3 question, you got it. Remaining 2 question, you can develop, you can add it related to your topic. And as of now, Faisal and where is Faisal? Munira, once your health is okay, well, yeah, please share me your draft work of your research proposal. I can have a look on that.
Yes, doctor, you'll get it mine today, I think. Today
Please
or
send me.
tomorrow. Yes,
Please send
maximum
me.
I'll send you. Yes.
Okay, please send me. So I think now I would like to wind up, and Varda and Rayan can be here because I want to discuss with your draft proposal.
Okay.
Others can leave, yeah? Thank you. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. I want to share the work of Varda, first of all.
Doc, we've got 2 new countries coming up.
Sorry, I didn't get you, sorry.
I've got 2 new countries coming up, additional to the ones I've already been to. I'm off to Turkey tomorrow, and
Oh,
I've just picked up, and so we picked up a new market, which is going to be mine, which is Mauritius, which I'm really quite pleased about.
oh, I'm so
Great.
jealous. Oh, you're gonna love it. Mauritius is beautiful.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'll be there to work, obviously. There'll be no enjoyment, whether none at all.
We have some students
There's
from
after
Mauritius.
hours. There's after hours, walks on the beach, and Mauritius is quite easy to get around. Roads are really simple, so it won't be any issue for you to get around that in the evening if you will be hiring a vehicle or hiring a car. And the food is amazing.
Absolutely. Varda, I'm just sharing here, no issue, right?
Yeah, no worries.
If others are also getting some information, can be good. Okay, first of all, I'm just quickly moving on. Later, the things I can share you by online also. So evaluating the relationship between employee engagement, the talent development programs on employee retention in the nuclear industry. So here there is an ambiguity. Ambiguity in the sense, you also, the thing comes from, you want to cover the three things importantly: talent development, talent engagement, and employee retention. Your employee retention can be your dependent variable. We don't need to touch that. That's perfect. The second one, we need to finalize with your independent variable. What is our independent variable here? Your independent variable here, it is employee engagement. But you also mentioned the talent development program. There is a, what we say, unclear. There is an ambiguity. So employee engagement and talent development programs comes under talent management. Are you able to follow me?
Yeah.
So we are going to replace the word employee engagement or talent. You can specify either evaluating the relationship between talent development programs on employee retention. Okay, the first one. Either you can also think of it, you are very important, you are telling, okay, you wanted to mention talent employee engagement and employee development also. Then you can write talent management, because talent management consisting of employee engagement, talent development programs, then employee recruitment, selections, etc.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're writing instead of evaluating the relationship between talent management practices on employee retention in the nuclear industry, then the topic is fine. I'm putting you some ideas only. It's your discretion to finalize it. Okay, Varda?
That was my initial topic. And then I thought maybe I need to make it more specific. Let me change it. So I completely agree with you.
Okay, if you want to be more specific, then you can choose it only. Okay, employee engagement, yes, talent development programs. You can just
because
specify on the talent.
You will see the way that I wrote it. Whatever I wrote in there, I was talking about talent management practices. So I
Yeah.
changed my topic at the last
Okay.
minute.
Okay. So think once again, spend some time, like 5 to 10 minutes after the session. Think of it, whether you wanted to focus on talent management and taking the talent engagement and talent development also, or I will also suggest you to go for only talent development program on employee retention. How development programs are making an impact on the employee retention, so that you don't have to go any other area, only talent development you can focus. Or you can also go for, you can specifically mention your research methodology or in your research proposal, I'm going with the talent management, under which I'm taking only 2 dimensions, employee engagement and talent development. That's also, you can think of it. Okay, then once you framed, other part is fine. You will be completing the table of content later. The introduction, I've gone through that. Your introduction is fine. And I will be making some things, once you completed being specifying with your topic, then only I can also go with once again. But importantly, what is missing here, some of the citations.
Okay.
Right.
So we have to have citations, because
Yeah.
I looked at the previous papers and I saw there was no citations, or there was very little. So I thought maybe we shouldn't put citations.
I will tell you the reason why. Because during the last decade, increase in interest of countries and due to stagnation in the industry following the
I can put that in.
for example, this information you have read somewhere else, very sure. So for that, citation is important. So once the citation is not there, it will be considered to be plagiarized.
Yeah, understood.
Okay. One such challenge is talent management, talent retention. Yeah. Okay. See, you have mentioned talent management, right?
That's why I said
So,
that was my initial topic.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you can go for that. Then context also, I have read it. This context is fine because you have referred, because your nuclear area itself. I would also suggest to give citation for this area as well, anywhere. Preliminary literature review. Okay, you have mentioned this is a conceptual one. This is a conceptual one because theoretically they have mentioned, okay, talent management include all these things, yeah? As per the Pandita and Rai 2018, they're telling 5 important steps are there, in which talent acquisition, development, talent retention, evaluation. Okay, some other people also mentioning that succession planning, career development, other things are also coming. This is theoretical one, is good. So if you're getting something more on empirical literature means the work, okay, Varda is doing right now. You are going for the nuclear industry, you are collecting the data. Yeah, you're collecting the data and you're publishing the paper. So such type of paper is important. Are you getting?
I got it.
Yeah, empirical paper, which means primary data collection. Someone has done something, someone has found something. That is also good.
Okay.
Wikipedia. Maximum try to avoid the Wikipedia information. Wikipedia is not an authentic source of information. Anyone can come and type, I believe. Okay, this is a fine, good area. Kingdom announced 8 new large-scale nuclear reactors. Okay, here what you have to do, you don't need to delete anything. When we are going for finally, we can finalize it, okay? So rather than deleting these things, you also add 2-3 empirical literatures.
Okay.
Fine, done. Research hypothesis, research questions, and objective. This one, I believe you will be developing in terms of your new topic. Employee who are actively engaged in talent development programs are more likely to be retained in the nuclear industry. Wait, the hypothesis is correct. Your hypothesis is correct, but you're having only one hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
So
Are we allowed to have more than one? Because I have another one.
okay, you can think of it in that way. If you're choosing the talent management,
Yeah.
you will be having the two important hypotheses. First one
Okay, great.
is employee engagement. Someone who is having the best employee engagement. Okay, then they will be having the more retention in the organization. Or you can also mention only one hypothesis, major hypothesis is that one. Okay, impact there is a relationship between talent management and employee retention. Then sub hypothesis 2.
Is the engagement and retention.
Absolutely. Then talent development programs and
Yeah,
retention.
can you see there? I put H1 because I had another one, and then I removed it.
Okay. Your research questions are almost okay, but you have to develop in terms of, engaging development. Change the word, okay? Now change the word right now. And does knowledge management? No, we don't have to discuss the knowledge management.
Okay.
Because our topic is very straightforward. We are not discussing anything related to knowledge management here.
Okay. So I equated knowledge management to talent transfer.
Okay.
So it's part of talent development.
Okay. Then.
So I need to maybe just rephrase it to.
Okay. The word that comes under. Otherwise, I have received one of the feedback for one of the student the previous year. Oh my God. Previous year is that rather than expanding the topic, rather than going for many areas, just specify it. Number of questionnaire also, number of research question also they have asked to refine it. Knowledge management is something very different area. It's a very big topic, even for the PhD topic. That's why. Okay, objective of your research. This one also, now you understand, yeah? So whatever you have written on the base of your topic is fine. So now you're making a smaller change in your topic, then you have to maintain other things also similar to this. Okay. Your research methodology area is fine. Pragmatism, you have provided the reason. But you mentioned the reason why you opted this for your topic. For example, you're telling the pragmatism you have chosen. At your topic here, because why you are choosing the pragmatism is this philosophy, because it is not based on the biasness of a researcher. We are going with a reality. So for mainly on my topic is talent management development. So I wanted to do, the researcher would like to do the pragmatism because this is important in the related to your topic. Just write down some of the keywords of your topic.
Okay.
Only one, no need to go for a number of lines, only one lines maximum. Research approach. You have chosen the deductive with further allow the more structured framework. Yeah. So mention talent management. There are a number of existing literatures. I'm using the existing literatures in order to find out there is any relation between talent management and employee retention. So that deductive approaches is fine.
Okay.
This one also you have already mentioned, theoretical perspective on literature. In the bracket, you can mention talent management, employee development, anything, something like research strategy, quantitative and qualitative strategy to test electronic questionnaire, surveys, narrative strategy, structured interviews. Chapter 3 of the study. Okay, this one you can avoid it.
Okay.
The reason I will tell you, time horizon, cross-sectional, as we said, it allows research to analyze current perception, attitude. Very good. Okay, research techniques, probabilities, random sampling, questionnaire is provided, nuclear industry professionals. Very good. Somebody will be available to generalizing. Okay. Ethical consideration. This part is fine. Conclusion. So now you are also giving to chapter summary.
Yeah, this is in my.
Yeah, first chapter, second chapter.
Do I have to put this in here or?
Sorry?
Do I have to put this in in the body of the research proposal or just in the Gantt chart?
No. Here, chapter summary means you are giving the first chapter. What is introduction? Yeah. Chapter summary means when you are going for the main dissertation,
Yes.
how you are going to frame it. The first chapter will be introduction. You write down introduction is covering all these things. Second
And then
chapter is
second
the
one is like,
background of your study, literature review. Your only one line is fine. Third
oh,
chapter, research methodology. What all
methodology.
the research methodology based on the research onion, the other number of parameters that you are going to mention. Fourth chapter will be data collection, data interpretation or something like that. And the fifth will be conclusion recommendation. If you're going to the Blackboard, your Moodle account, you will be able to get the structure of your dissertation where you can just follow one of the method and just write chapter summary for your research. That's all about. So, whenever we are writing the references, just follow the references on alphabetic order. That's very important. Alphabetic order. In addition to
Can I
that,
tell you something, Doctor?
yeah.
Because I use the automatic referencing in
Yeah.
Word, and I'm using it from a MacBook. When I insert the references, it doesn't allow me to make it in alphabetical order. But if I take this document and I put it onto my Windows laptop, and then I can do it in alphabetical order. It's
Okay,
weird.
okay.
I don't know what's going on, but for MacBook, there's certain functions that just doesn't work very well.
Okay, I'll be sharing one video for everyone the next week, how we can do the referencing very well, because in the Word itself, we will be having number of icons, whether it is in alphabet, different font style and yes, everything we can do from here itself. I'll be sharing the
So you
video.
see, that's an
So,
auto-generated reference.
auto-generated. So in addition to that, what we are going to do, Gantt chart.
Yeah.
Gantt chart, then
Smart goals.
smart reflection.
Yeah.
Very important. You need to cover it.
Yes.
Then it's fine. You just do that and just send me the final review for that. Okay, so I'm going to the next one. Next one is Sujoy. Ryan. Ryan's work is here. Ryan topics, I liked it because 1 second. Talent management is my topic. Talent management is my topics for my PhD, and Vardha has taken this topic. So obviously, that is my favorite topic, talent management, and I want to share.
Dr. Ashad, are we allowed to also have mentors from the industry?
1 second, sorry. What you asked?
Are we allowed to have mentors from the industry? Mentor.
Mentor.
Yes.
So means you wanted to do a focus interview?
No, not a focus interview, but because I have people that are from the IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency, and I've spoken to them over the week about my research and what I plan to do, and they're very interested in the findings of the research, and they said that they would like to also mentor me throughout the process to see that it aligns with the industry requirements. Is this possible or not?
No, this is particularly you are doing from your side, right? That's up to you. You can decide on it. If they are mentoring for your work, okay, no issue for that. You can just.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Now it's able to see.
Yep.
Yeah. A study of digitalization, automotive after sales. I have given another topic, right? Ryan, I have mailed you. It's nothing more differences in that. Only the word, how it is impacting retention and loyalty. So I have what I have sent you, Ryan. Can you please read out? A study of digitalization in automotive after sales and its impact on customer retention and loyalty, I believe. Table of content and everything can be.
You have sent me a study of digitization in automotive after sales and its impact on customer retention and loyalty.
Customer retention and loyalty. So now I'm just going quickly. Table of content and everything will be provided at the end only. So for the introduction, the content that you have written is fine. Whenever we are writing, just follow Times Roman, for example.
I thought I had.
It's a Times Roman, right? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Then the 1.5, you can follow it. Just justify the entire thing. Okay. It seems to be a little bit more good. And the right side, we need to manage it then.
So
Okay.
1.5.
So yeah, important is whenever we are taking the work of what is this?
What's what?
214 paper.
Oh.
No, our introduction can be very, very, very straightforward. Very straightforward, which means about your topic. What is your topic? A study of digitalization, automotive after sales. You're giving a small introduction about automobile industry or after sales services. At the same time, you're also mentioning digitalization. You start with the digitalization, then connect with your after sales services in the automobile industry. It can be straight towards rather than mentioning all these, for example, original equipment manufacturers. This word you can use the next paragraph. Okay, the first paragraph will be very direct to your topic.
Okay.
Okay, then whenever 2014 paper, we will not write it directly, a paper name and the year, etc. We are following some, citations. Yeah, we are following some citation. We have to follow that way itself. And the end, you can mention, okay, who? John Lee, 2014. That's only.
Okay.
Or in the beginning, according to John Lee, 2014, specifies the effectiveness of a service recovery, etc. So these things you can mention were in the literature chapter.
Okay, well, but I haven't got that paper. I'm gonna have to pay for that paper because
Okay. So it's my suggestion is no need to delete anything. No need to delete anything. Whatever you have written is okay, but we'll be writing these things in another part, different section. We need to categorize it importantly. So next one, the after sales department, all leadership is much needed, consistent source of okay. Customer loyalty, context, very good. So this is the way I would also suggest to everyone, just keep it on the bold. Customer loyalty, whenever you are writing something important word, just bold it. That's really good for the readers. And retail customer retention, this is very important word. Physical interaction, affiliate intelligence, small words. So Ryan, do one thing. Just follow the structure. Firstly, introduction. Be straightforward for your content, starting with the digitalization. Whenever someone start reading, digitalization must be the start one. The first introduction chapter must be talking about digitalization after sales services, particularly, and relate with your customer retention and this one. I mean, loyalty, how this is connected. Then you must be having a separate heading, literature review consulted. The third one, okay, context is already there, is good. The third one will be literature consulted. Then
so I took the format from the university login, and it was introduction, context, research objectives, then literature. So
okay. Your literature review is here. Okay, literature.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't write any literature review. That's why.
Well, no,
you didn't write literature review. Yeah. Okay, literature review. Just add some content, and that what I mentioned here. The first one. See, this one you don't need to add it here. You add it here in your literature review chapter.
Yeah, but I haven't consulted that literature because I've got to pay for it. But I've decided yesterday that I'm going to pay for it to get
perfect. No problem. Your research question is almost okay. give me the final time to revise it. You're not going to change much on your research questions, only a small change from my side only I'll be doing, because you are addressing most of the things. Some of the questions are a little detailed, that I will be reframing it. Okay. And listed below the objective of study, we can write separately research objectives. Okay. And it's fine. Which one I will be reframing it. Then this one, you have to specify the reason why you have chosen critical realism. Why you have chosen the critical realism. Critical realism mostly comes under, we are mostly based on the researcher biasness. Researcher biasness will be most of the important. We are not
If I'm
most,
not,
yeah.
is
So
that
I
not
would be
there?
suggesting you for positivism or pragmatism. That can be the most.
Oh, so you don't think I should do critical realism?
Yeah, critical realism mostly based on, I'm having a perception right now. I'm very sticking into my perception itself, rather than going for my respondents more, because you're having a respond, you're going to study about the respondent's viewpoint. Yeah, particularly you can just change it. Rather than the critical realism, you can go for a positivism or pragmatism.
Okay.
Yeah, detective approach is fine. Yes. You need to add little more points related to customer loyalty and retention here, related to your topic. One more lines you can write down.
Okay.
For here research approach. Research strategy. Survey method. Okay, the survey method, once you're done, just bold it. Students are here. Okay.
Add bold survey method.
Yeah, I have to jump into another sessions. Okay, data collection. Yeah, data collection part is fine. Or even staff and all customers. Ethical consideration. You can also write ethical consideration, 1 more 2 lines. Okay, this one specific is fine. Gantt chart also you need to add it. So Rayan, do
Yeah.
one thing. Do one
Yeah.
thing. You just make of some more changes into that. There are some questions, there are some research questions, which is very detailed. We need to little more specific it. You do that as well. And you add the literature review also. Once you're
Yeah.
done, please share it to me. Please share it to me. I can
Okay.
just work on it and send you the final feedback for your final submission.
Okay.
It is on December 5. So I would like to wind up the session right now, because other students are waiting for me in the PhD session. Thank you so much, all of you.
Sorry, guys, 1 second. Werda, for
Yes.
the automated citations, would you mind just teaching me how to do that? Would that be possible? Because I'm struggled a bit with citations.
Sure.
If I do you want to
Okay,
put
so can I leave the meeting right now? Yeah, you can
I
just
don't have
discuss
any
that.
contact details for Werda, so like an email address or something. If we can just, if you've got time, if we could jump on a call now.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that now.
Can I send you mine, or do you want to send me yours?
Should I send? I'll send it to you in the chat now.
Cool. Thank you.
There we go.
Amazing. Thank you. I'll send you a Zoom call.
Sure. I'll wait.
Thanks, Eva.
I'll wait for you.
Appreciate it. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
So can I wind up for
Yeah.
everyone?
Thank
For
you.
everyone? Yeah?
Yes.